Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you a quick example of how to do a simple VLOOKUP using Google Sheets. Um, First of all, I'm a big fan of Excel, but I am very aware now that Google Sheets it's free and it's taken over, so I'm going to be focusing on that. And they're very similar. Excel and Google Sheets are both pretty similar, if not damn near the same thing. So this will be a quick example of a VLOOKUP, simple stuff that I use often, both in my career and also on my personal side projects. So getting this done would be very useful. So here we go. So right here I have a quick Google Sheet blank spreadsheet open. I'm going to create another tab for this example called I'll call it data. And in this data, I'm going to put in, let's say we're going to work on cars, right? Car type and car color. So, or car brand, let's call it that, and car color. So car brand, let's say Jeep, Lexus, let's say Cadillac, one more, what's a good one? Acura. I don't know. No preference here. Car color, let's put red for the Jeep. Let's say it's going to be black for the Lexus. Say blue. You know what? Let's say purple for the Cadillac. And let's say green for the Acura. Okay. So you got your headers there. So this is just what your data will be. Okay, and what you're going to be basically searching up based on. In this first tab, let's make this our summary tab. So I'm going to right click that, rename, call it summary, and let's have the goal for this be based on the car brand. Tell us what the car color is from the data tab. Okay? So simply, I'm going to put the car brand here, so Jeep, and then this next cell would be where you're going to put your VLOOKUP formula in. So, how you start this, you're going to put an equal sign. There, it says equals. You're going to start writing VLOOKUP, and as you see, Google already starts it up for you. VLOOKUP, you put a parentheses. And then what you're going to do now, the first step of this will be to set the variable that you're trying to look up in the other data set. So in this case, that's probably overly complicated. Basically, I want to look up the car brand, and based on that brand, I want to find a color. So we're going to base our search off of the brand name, which is Jeep. So I'm going to set that first. Alright, I'm going to set that cell, the cell that I'm looking up in the database as that first little part of this formula. Then I'm going to put a comma. And then we have to set the range in which we're looking for. Basically, where we're trying to find this car brand name in. So that would be in our data tab. And you basically got to set a range. So you're going to go, this is the full range that we're looking in, which is your data range. So data tab A to B5, and you basically just do that by selecting the full data tab or the full data table, and you're going to select all the columns that you need to look up, including your first column and the second column, and that's A2. You get it, A2 to B5. The range is set. Then you're going to put comma, and within this range you got to set which column the data where your data that you're trying to pull is. So in this case, we're trying to find car color, which is in column 1, 2. So it's in column 2. Okay? So in the VLOOKUP, you got to specify what column number that you're looking for, and that is always starting from the left. So that's 1, 2. 2. And then false is what I always use, which basically says it has to match whatever you're looking up has to match like the car brand name, or has to match that first data set. Okay, so and then after that, all you can do is hit enter or put parentheses and hit enter, and now the car color will pop up as red. Now how this, just to recap this, right, how this works basically, you got to first obviously put the equals VLOOKUP in parentheses and set the value that you're trying to look up in the range. So in this case, we're trying to look up car brand. So we're setting car brand as B2, which is right there, and we're looking for it in this table, right? A2 through B5, and we're looking for the answer that we're trying to find is in column 2. See, column 1, column 2, and column 2 because that's where car color is. So basically what VLOOKUP is doing a quick search. It's saying, okay, based on whatever you select here, so based on the car brand, find me the car color. Find me what's the data in the second column. So it's going to do a quick lookup. Okay, find Jeep. Found Jeep. Okay, now look in the second column. 1, 2, pulls red. Okay, so let's do another example here. Let's call this, let's see what other we have. Let's look up Cadillac, right? Cadillac. You look up Cadillac, and it automatically updates to the Cadillac's color, which is purple. Boom. So basically what Google Sheets did is said, okay, look up Cadillac in this column and pull what's in the second column, which would be the color. So hopefully that makes sense. Like the formula itself can look complicated, but once you do it once, twice, 5 times, 20 times, you start getting it down pat and being able to use it for different purposes. Alright, thanks all.